Hi, George. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Hello, welcome. Yeah, I can clearly hear you. Welcome, and like we are thrilled to have you here. Can you just give us a brief introduction about yourself, and if it's visible to just like on the camera, yeah.
Yes, hi there. Sorry, I had you on the iPad with the previous link. Now I've got you on the phone from the chat link. If you just bear with me. Is that all right there? Yeah, there
Okay,
we go.
okay. That's yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I've my name is George. I studied film production and documentary filmmaking. I've worked in TV for a while, and I've been a producer and editor for the last 13, 14 years or so. I've got quite a varied portfolio of video work. I've done a fair amount of music videos, interview, documentary style videos. I've done a lot of events highlights, promo videos, corporate videos, trading videos. I've since moved on to the kind of the social media, you know, format, the quick, snappy, really highly
Yeah, I get it.
consumable content, a vertical as well. Yeah, I've also dabbed my feet in short films and fiction and stuff like that. But mainly, it's been paid video jobs
Okay, okay, I
for
get
all
it.
sorts of clients, commercial, retail. I've got a portfolio of around 100 paid video jobs and about, I don't know, 300 social media reels, TikTok
So
reels,
how did
Instagram
it all
reels.
begin with? Like, how did you begin with this? Like, what was that something that intrigued you to just get into this field?
What was it that intrigued me to get into this field? I
Yeah.
really liked the medium. I really liked the medium. I really liked the format. I was quite good at it. I was always kind of involved in all sorts of productions. Um, I, uh, I wrote scripts when I was quite young, and then I just
Okay.
wanted to
Okay.
produce and create content. And
Okay. So, what's that one project of yours till now that you are like very proud of? Like, you feel it that it's one of the best work you have done till now.
what's one of my works that I'm really proud of? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, I did a video for Heineken via a production company that was making their event happen, and it was a
Okay.
really intense 3-day shoot. And I envisioned exactly what the video should look like, and I was really proud of the fact that straight from the rough cut, the manual for London and Heineken said, "Amazing, George, we love it." And I was like, "You sure? No changes, nothing?" And and no changes. And that
That's
was,
yeah. Obviously, that's a
that
big
was a
motivation when you get. Yeah,
exactly.
I
So
get
that was
it.
a massive job, and I was really happy with that. And it was really well paid as well, and it was quite big and a lot of pressure. And I did pretty well. I coordinated everyone. I helped them deliver their lines well. All the people working for the manual and for Heineken and their event, and I did a great job of representing the brand. I did my homework, a lot of over communication,
Yeah.
crystal clear communication to represent everything they wanted. And yeah, I think that was probably my proudest moment.
Okay. So
So yeah.
after like talking about the pros of your job, let's just talk about some cons. What are the challenges or the basic challenges that you face during your job, or what are the most common obstacles that you are like go through?
Oh, I mean, so many, but I mean, obviously,
There's a list.
the obvious obstacles are, things like technical challenges, like glitches are a big part of video making. Unfortunately, there are glitches. Sometimes you can't really do anything. You have to think on your feet. You have to troubleshoot. You have to create solutions on the spot. But I'm pretty well versed at that. I guess a real challenge is when clients don't know what they want. Um,
Okay.
so I find that's very evident, especially in this kind of social media kind of stuff. They just don't know what they want. They just want content, and they assume you're the pro. So you have to deliver great content for them without them sometimes giving an outline of the brand, or how they like to identify themselves, or how they see themselves in the market, or what their demographics are, or what kind of tone they would like, or any of that. That's sometimes a challenge when I kind of have to, think creatively while delivering the edit. I think that's a
Okay.
universal challenge that a lot of us producers face.
Okay. So what are
So,
the some of the skills and qualities that you believe are like very important in the role that you are doing right now? Like if someone's a beginner, what should you suggest him that these are the must-have skills or qualities that a beginner should be having in order to pursue your role?
oh, well, a beginner should just go through the trenches. There's a lot of stuff that you have to learn on the job. There's no other way. I could say a million things, a million tips and stuff, but unless you go through it, you will never learn. That's the honest truth.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to shoot and edit. Are we talking about shooting, or are we just talking about editing?
Uh, you can tell about both in their
Well,
own
I
ways,
mean,
obviously.
I mean, there's so much, honestly, Amy. There's so
Okay,
much.
just like count in with the top three.
Sorry.
That like I'm
I
saying, just
mean,
count in with the top three.
the top three things to know if someone's starting up. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
referring to? Okay. So, so if we're talking about, for example, social media videos, the number one thing I would say is that you really have to work on your hook. The hook is like the most important thing. The first thing that people see. It needs to
Yeah,
grab your attention. It needs to be clear. It needs to be well delivered. You need to do some editing tricks where it slowly comes in, or it's like slowly zooming out. The hook is the alpha and the omega. It's the most important thing.
okay, okay, I get
Um, thing I would say is that you need to make sure that the video itself, it kind of makes sense. It has a point to it. It has a clear point to it. Um, and yeah, it needs to be neat. The everything, the music needs to be on point, and it needs to be well lit. Even if you like something that's ugly, it's still passable.
yeah,
uh
okay,
so even if it's something great and it's not well lit, it's probably not going to be great. So lights, hook, and making sure the video makes sense in terms of from a grammar English communication perspective is critical. So if you nail those three, you're off to a great start if you're a beginner, I would say. Yeah.
okay. And like often like there are hard deadlines and we have to like achieve it within like a very little time span. So how do you manage stress at that point of time when like there are hard deadlines and just you have to just do the work?
So organization is key. I mean, depends. Are we talking about multiple deliverables on a deadline, or one
Yeah,
deliverable on
yeah.
a deadline?
No, obviously multiple deliverables on a deadline because it's the thing that gives one a stress because one deliverable at one time it doesn't often make you stressful.
Yes, correct. So if you've got multiple deliverables, you just need to stick to a schedule. You need to be consistent. You need to have a process, basically. You can't have different approaches, let's say. As a video editor, it's very useful sometimes to sit on an edit and to sit on an edit for over a day or two, then look back at it, all this stuff. But sometimes you don't have time for that. So you need to
Yeah,
kind of treat it almost like a factory line. You need to treat it like a
okay.
factory line where you build a story. If you, let's say, you have 15 videos to deliver in one day, let's say, right, which is what I've been doing
Yeah,
these days. um,
okay.
you really need to have a scope of all the videos of what they're gonna sort of be. So you need to decide on, let's say, the music tracks for all of them, so they're done. It's an organizational thing. You need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
I get
quick
it.
with your you need to be quick with your cutting process. You need to be able to cut exactly what you want, what you need. Sorry.
Oh,
You need to have the same settings so that color correction and grading won't take much up, or it won't take much of your time up. Um,
oh,
you need to have a clear plan. You need to have some notes. If
yeah,
you're
I
gonna
get
look
it.
at all the edits, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So, like ending up with like, what are your personal and professional goals for the next few years?
my personal and professional goals. I want to keep working, doing videos, and I want to be doing fun videos, and I want to be
Okay.
working at a for you know for companies or with people or with organizations that are organized, that have a healthy culture, and that
Okay.
that the stress is manageable. That the if it's a
Yeah,
factory
yeah,
line,
I
for
understand.
example, that there's no like things just don't mount up like an avalanche. I enjoy this work a lot, and I really thrive off the fact that there are deadlines and stuff, but I do it in a way that I'm kind of gliding through it. That I know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
get
doing,
it.
and I'm speeding through it with a smile on my face. And I want to be able to get paid, to be compensated well for it, and keep working remotely and travel. That's kind of
Yeah,
what I'd like to
that's
do. Yeah.
yeah, that's good to hear. So thank you for sharing your insights, George. It was really nice talking to you. Have a nice day.